White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Bob Arum went in on Errol Spence. Let's talk about that. But first, he talked about him and Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and Eric Gomez meeting about eventually doing Terence Crawford and Vergil Ortiz. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon, share the video. And I was going to read it word for word, but I'm behind today. I'm tired today. But with Vergil Ortiz, that's a good fight. You know, they seem to believe in him in the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. Mikey love him. They seem to say he better than Jose Ramirez. I mean, and then, you know, if Josh Taylor Ramirez winner move up eventually, you know, that'll be an opponent. So Top Rank starting to get opponents for Bud. Sean Porter, which, you know, it is what it is. It's a good fight. Even though people going to diminish it. Vergil Ortiz, Jose or Josh Taylor. I heard Teofimo Lopez could be going up to fight him as well, too. So, I mean, he gets some opponents. I mean, shit, you know, Sean Porter just fought Sebastian Formella, okay? Ugas just fought Abel Ramos, so PBC guys ain't over there fighting no more. Danny Garcia fighting nobody anyway. Danny fighting Rios, a longtime Top Rank employee. You know, they go around talking like PBC fighters fighting everybody. Should have took them Bud Crawford to move up for them to start fighting each other, so I ain't trying to hear that. People, the PBC, you gotta come. They ain't fighting nobody. Danny Garcia been washed up. Kavalaski's got better wins at welterweight than Danny Garcia. Shit, damn near. You know, but, you know, people always got their imaginations and shit. But, I mean, Ortiz getting punished. Bottom line. Ortiz ain't got the skill set yet to fuck with Bud. And, you know, if, let's say Bob Arum Golden Boy had Jerron Ennis, would Bud fight Jerron Ennis? I don't know. That's an excellent question. Would Bob be so quick to make that fight? I think it would be up to Terence and Bomac to make that fight, but that's a question. But Jerron Ennis, man, I know how to beat him right now, and to beat him right now don't mean you can beat him shit next month. He getting better every day, but you know, Bud, I mean, that's a risk. Vergil Ortiz don't speak that. He don't bring that risk of being slick. You know, Mayweather didn't fight slick fighters, man. Black fighters. He didn't fight nobody that's just as athletic as he was. But when he did, Chop almost knocked him out. Zab dropped him. So, I mean, but Ortiz, man, I watch Ortiz. I see somebody that can be champion. I see somebody that's hungry. I see somebody that's disciplined, hardworking. But the problem going against Terence Crawford is just too soon. No, go fight Sean. Go fight, you know, I think Keith Thurman a little bit too soon. But I think he can get Keith. You know, Keith don't want to fight no more. You know, he don't want to move up neither. You know, but I think Kavalaskis would be somebody I asked Bob for. Like, yeah, can we make Kavalaskis fight? You know, he only lost once. So, I'd be calling him about, you know, fighting Kavalaskis. You know, then we'd think about that. Then, if Josh Taylor beat Jose Ramirez, then shit. Eventually, if they get a title, you can do that. But if Vergil Ortiz loses to Terence Crawford, I mean, and we gonna label him Fernando Vargas because he lost to Terence Crawford? No. And Fernando lost to a few guys. Just too soon, but maybe Bud get old overnight. We don't know. But Ortiz is just gonna have to, you know, pressure him. Not that Errol Spence pressure he bringing where, you know, there's some distance between them. No, you gotta take that distance away from Bud. You gotta drag Bud into a firefight. And when you drag him into a firefight, touch that motherfucking body while you at it. Then work upstairs, man. He gotta back Bud up. He's just not type of fighter. You know, you gotta beat Chavez or Roberto Duran when he pressuring people. Vergil Ortiz don't have that skill set. You know, and I just don't think he's ready. If Crawford get old or whatever, then maybe he can get him. But then that man mind, he got so many tricks to the trade that it's not gonna be easy. It's probably gonna look something like Eric Morales after his eye got bruised got swollen versus Madonna. He still gave Madonna the business. One of my favorite fights to watch in general, not just Morales. Morales came out there like, you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh? And it was the match where his magician got old as hell, but he knew so many tricks. That's like Crawford. He old, he gonna know some tricks, but Ortiz getting punished. Ortiz gonna get fucked doggy style. And I ain't talking about the album. He gonna wake up and you think he was sipping on gin and juice. Yeah. With my eyes closed and my head real. Yeah, he going, man, that motherfucker, man, he ain't ready. People be praising him, man. I don't see shit but a right-handed Errol Spence when he was like 12-0, 15-0. He gonna get punished. He fight. I mean, he might get Keith. Real talk, he might get Keith. But shit, it ain't gonna be easy. I think he'll beat Velasquez too. But that style that he got, it don't do good versus slick fighters. Especially Bud is a slick offensive fighter. And then when Bud want to play defense, he can play defense with the best of them. When Victor Posto, he played defense. He did. He defend. He moved a lot and hit and didn't get hit. So just because a fighter show you one thing in one fight, don't mean he can't do nothing. And the question is, if he transitioned to Terence Crawford, fighting Errol Spence, if he do fight Errol Spence, is he gonna use angles and outbox Errol Spence and then try to? I think he gonna outbox him and then try to close the show. But then when he was outboxing Victor Posto, he still dropped him. So Bud don't have to, sit on his punches to generate power. He can punch while moving. But Bob Arum went in and said, Errol Spence didn't want to fight. And I was watching Ringside Reporter when Beeb did a video that Adonis shared, or Lion Killer shared, and on Facebook, and I started watching it, and he started making some valid points. PBC fighters are always the ones that stop in the big fights. Always. And he basically said that Al Heyman would like to make the fight. Errol Spence don't want the fight. He don't know if he's scared or he don't want to take the risk. But he keeps saying that, it was an interview, I think it might have been with IFL TV. And he said Errol just don't want the fight. He said Errol holding the fight up. He said Bud wants the fight all day. He told him to go make the fights. And he said Errol is stopping that fight. He said, why Errol don't come out publicly and say something that he wants to. Man, we all know behind the scenes it's true. At one point, I thought Errol would, was going to destroy Bud Crawford. But as I, saw the Felix Diaz, I'm like, okay. I saw the Victor Posto fight, and it was another fight. It was a Felix Diaz, John Molina. When I seen the Felix, not the Felix, but the Joe Horn fight, the Jeff Horn, shout out to Joe Horn though. When I seen the Jeff Horn fight, I was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker a problem. He a problem, man. And I don't blame Errol Spence. Shit, Errol can just move up. He could have just. Why Al just didn't give him the fighters that he needed to fight? He didn't need the WBO belt to solidify his legacy. He could have beat up on Keith, took both of Keith's belts and moved up. That's all I'm saying, man. But Beeb, I'm gonna talk about this on live tonight. But Beeb got a point. Damn. But Beeb got a point. PBC fighters is always the ones that's holding up fights. And Errol ain't come out and say I want. Errol came out talking money. Yeah, I'll beat his ass. The money gotta be right. You gotta be. Errol don't want that fight. We all know it, man. I ain't trying to hear, he ain't got no story. What you mean he ain't got no story? Daddy was in the military. That's a story right there. His father was in the fucking military. Big story. Raised by a single black mother that paid people in the neighborhood to whoop his ass. What better story do you want? That paid people to whoop his ass in the street and couldn't nobody whoop him. He don't glorify this, but got shot in the head at a dice game. And I appreciate him not glorifying that. I'm talking about a story. He got a lovely, beautiful wife that he procreating with, and they got kids. Fuck you mean the story? What better story is a dude from Nebraska that came up from nothing, that still live close to Nebraska, and raising his fucking kid? Hey, his child is a championship wrestler and they box. What else story do you want? You want them to, I sold crack, nigga, and whoop, now I had to stop selling crack because my boy Rico got killed, so I found boxing and get out of there. What's Danny Garcia's story? And I'm indirectly talking to somebody. And there's no YouTuber, but what better story do you want? What's Sean Porter's story? He ain't got no damn story. No offense to Sean, but it was a story he got. They making so many excuses, man, why they don't want this fight, man. And Bob Arum, right, I don't want to keep speaking on it. Errol is a father with 2 girls, and got another. I think he had another baby too. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. But his story ain't more interesting than Bud's. Fuck you mean? He came up from what Eminem saying, 8 Mile. Clarence had a real good. Clarence got real good parents. I forgot what he said. Clarence had good parents. He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been out to Cranbrook. Yeah, you got my daughter graduated from 8th grade a couple years ago now. Maybe a few years ago. I don't remember. But one of her peers, one of the people that graduated in her class, he got his boy, I forget his name. His name was Michael something. So you better go, Dave Michael. He got a scholarship to the Cranbrook School. They got a Cranbrook Science Center out there. They got a Science Center. Yes, Cranbrook is nice out there in West Bloomfield. I've been to their Science Center. It's one of the best ones. Toledo, great Science Center. Been there. So yeah, it's kind of cultural. I didn't take school seriously until high school. But yeah, I've been my mom took me a lot of places, Been to my father took me some of the best golf courses in Michigan. That's kind of by us. I've been to par 3 courses, all that. So yeah, I'm a little cultural. Played tennis a little bit. So if I really wanted to kind of expand the talk as far as tennis, golf, yeah, I know all that shit. But yeah, Bob Arum went on fire. It was on Boxing News 24. I read the manuscript. And maybe Bob lying. But he want that fight, and he said Bud want the fight, and Errol don't want the fight. But I can verify what he's saying because it's been like that the last couple years. The coach didn't want the fight, I'm telling you that right. The coach said he wasn't ready. I got that from a great source. Floyd Mayweather said that's on paper. He said Crawford the best fighter in the world. Floyd a raccoon, Floyd a hater. What are you hating on Errol Spence for? Because he beat him in sparring? I know somebody that was there. He said, yeah, he got him, but, Errol, Floyd, kind of got him, in other sparring. But, I ain't got no repeat. Everybody know, man. I'm gonna do a stream on that tonight, man. Y'all check out Line Killer Podcast. They did the best Westerns. I done seen so many Westerns when I was a kid, man. If I knew what I was watching, or I could remember, I could be on that conversation. My grandma had every fucking Western, Shaka Zulu movies, all that shit, man. All the Clint Eastwood movies. The only one I can remember is what was that called? The Hateful Eight. If that's considered a Western, but yeah, it is what it is, man. People gonna have their opinion. People gonna speak their mind, and that's fine. But when you hear guys like Fanon, it's an opinion. He don't know shit. And if you getting it from Errol Spence, I got it from Errol Spence peep side of the street. When you hear, Negro and 7-8, them niggas don't know nothing. They know what the people they rock, but I know for a fact, Top Rank, the WBC, and PBC is saying the same thing. When somebody on the PBC side of the street and they get tired of all the ducking and shit, when they get tired of all the ducking, they telling you what's going on, people frustrated over there too. Some people over there tired of these fighters not making the best fights and ducking. I ain't gonna say no names. Like I said, Jamal turned down the Canelo fight. Somebody at PBC said it was $15 million on the table. Golden Boy said it was like 12 or 13, but the real number was $15 million. Like I said a long time ago, go look at check my channel, search my channel, Goodfellas Sports, to put Brian Garcia Hybrid for 2. I heard that fight could be a possibility. I'm telling y'all now, or yesterday, Jamal Charlo formally turned down the Benavidez fight. Said, I don't fight at 68. He told that to PBC the other day. Whenever it happens, so I ain't got no reason to lie. If it come out that Terence Crawford, I don't want Errol Spence fighting. I don't want it at 50-50. I want it 90-10. And he come out, I'm going to talk about him too. I just want to see the fight. I just want all those brothers, all you niggas that have been talking shit, acting tough on the internet, wherever they had that fight at, Memphis, Atlanta, because it ain't going to be in Vegas. Wherever they had that fight at, I just want us to sit there and kick it. I want you to keep that same energy. Y'all better hope that fucking fight ain't nowhere in like New York or Memphis or whatever. Man, I could ride down there strapped. That's all I'm talking about. That ain't shit. I could just take the interstate and ride strapped. So if that shit in Tennessee, Georgia, that ain't shit. I could ride right down there strapped up shorty. But it is what it is. Check out the Boxing News 24 Boxing 24 News, whatever it's called. You can read it there on iFeel TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, correspondence, video quest. All our social media links there. Twitter's the fast way. Facebook, Instagram. We also got a Facebook group. All links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Let me know what you think. Comment section.